Hello everybody, welcome to another review. This time we are reviewing Kids 1995. Let's take a look at the poster. You see a group of kids there just walking along. Quote says, "A wake-up call to the world," and it definitely is. People give it a 2 thumbs up. It has been so long since Kids was made. The first time I saw the film, it was so shocking, edgy, real, and raw. Gradually, after seeing it for the 3rd or 4th time, the novelty has worn off. Sometimes it seems that Kids is meant to glorify sex, drugs, and alcohol among rebellious teenagers, although there is a message at the end. However, as profound as it is, I still don't think it was effective enough to make a point, so it's hard to recommend the film in regards to juvenile delinquency. There isn't a single likable character in Kids, and nobody to feel sorry for. They deserve what they got coming to them. Regardless, the performances by the cast are all outstanding, and very bit as authentic as my favorite performance as Leo Fitzpatrick as the odious Telly, who is just brilliant. In the meanwhile, I would like to look back on how significant juvenile delinquent films had progressed over time. There was Rebel Without a Cause, Les Quartiers Coupes in the 50s that were more of products of innocent times. Then there was Blackboard Jungle that made the juvenile delinquents to look much hardened as compared to the kids in the previous films. During the 70s, the shock value was ramped up in A Clockwork Orange for all the wrong reasons. It was hard to forget the Too Close to Truth documentary called Scared Straight. Here came a film in 1986 called River's Edge that was so shocking and disturbing that it could have happened for real. One could almost make a case for Class of 1984, which was a fabulous prediction of the schools of the future. Finally, it was Kids that had to push the envelope so far that there had never been anything else quite like it, although Boys in the Hood was the other. Having mentioned all of the films, in order to make a mark in the juvenile delinquency genre, it has to top the other one in terms of grittiness, shock value, and brutal naked truth. When the achievement has been made, it will be assured of having a lasting impact for years to come. All in all, Kids gives us stark insight of the rebellious, sexually active teenagers' world without holding back anything, and is just brilliantly done. The first time I saw Kids in 1995, I came away highly impressed. It wasn't the AIDS angle that did it, but the documentary-style realism. I thought the film was real and the kids were actually doing it. It was made clear by the use of unknown non-professional child actors because Larry Clark opted for the Italian neorealism route. Fast forward 20 years later, my perception hasn't changed at all. It's still a highly relevant picture. Of course, the situation depicted is extreme, but there is a point made. My favorite character of the film is Telly, brilliantly played by Leo Fitzpatrick, who is both irresistible and disgusting. He really makes the role to work. Casper, who looks all drugged out and is unable to think for himself, sticks close to him because Telly makes things happen and he wants to be in the middle of the action. I love how the characters come to a full circle, beginning with Telly infecting Jeannie with AIDS and ending with Casper getting the virus by raping Jeannie. Actually, it's not explicitly clear whether she really has AIDS or not, because being tested positive for HIV isn't the same thing as being tested positive for AIDS. The ending is quite poignant when Casper says, "Jesus Christ, what happened?" which sums up the film. And in response to his question, I don't think it's hard to explain. All in all, Kids is a rare gem because it's a very honest film about sex and the exploration of the sexually active teenagers' ethos and their pursuit of ephemeral stimulation. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Remember, I gave this movie a rating of 10 because of its realism, and I saw it 3 different times in 04, 08, and 2015. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.